check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got dollars. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we about to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue. Tricks on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street. I'm tripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, no, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, I'm still a heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves, they try to defamate my character, but I won't let them, it's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hopes you. Mother Nature's my first son, watch I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to a man above. Check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving dreams. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting them.
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing Jones.
Oh, I missed it by
intercepted. Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed.
I appreciate it.
For the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday once the family's all gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Mix it up the middle. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Jones' throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Pats, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Mixon with a first down carry. Room here to run. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Play action. It's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion or maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Right side, Thornton with it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Patriots had 8-6 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Hokey
Certainly not letting
pokey.
it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Jones.
Oh my God! We can't catch
Here
this.
this half, it's intercepted.
We can't catch this ball.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
See, I'm
Boy,
playing.
so another
I'm okay.
interception, CD. And
Relax.
it feels like he's starting to unravel a little
Sit your
bit.
behind
As you
down.
would
Like we just
expect,
told
still
him,
a
all
work in
right.
progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate
I
whether
promise you I'm
you
all
keep
right.
playing it and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yep.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And the catch made. It's Tyler
He's getting
Boyd.
it every time.
He is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon as running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers,
You all right?
especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact.
Down
Just
up,
trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 53 yards. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The Bengals drive about to get going. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
Oh, I didn't
Now the
know that.
Bengals
That
going
was
to
me.
use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Here we go. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still active.
And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
McPherson, as a rookie last year, made a league-leading 9 kicks from 50-plus yards and added to it in the playoffs with some other big kicks to help propel his team to the Super Bowl. But that time, unable to convert.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as his kick from 56 yards out. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think Charles's message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Burrow now off the bootleg. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's a give to Mixon. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal. Burrow.
Oh, good play.
Man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Good play, guys.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
I'll give you something to eat after this, okay?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Stop throwing stuff underneath that thing, baby.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar.
Like, you know I want your toys?
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards
But
short
if
of
they
the
go in
first
there,
as the
I'm about to
tackle
throw
is
them away
made at the
because they're dirty.
33. That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up and ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 38, Burrow steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Mixon on 1st down. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Out of the the shotgun. They run with Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On one, right?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mixon. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and play.
And he is in.
Drug is in
Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap them.
Touchdown, Patriots! Jacoby Myers from 10 yards out. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Folk connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Jones. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cincinnati, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium.